Can you speak Igbo?
매천이.
What does that mean? Can you say something in Korean?
아직 대학교 4학년 이상 한 학기 남은 진아라고 합니다. Going to Korean school, it was big because to be honest, they looked at me as a person in a zoo.
So hi, could you introduce yourself?
Do you want me to hold it? Okay. My name is Gina. Born in 2000, I'm 24, living in Korea, Seoul, Korea. Yes.
Okay, Gina, nice to meet you. So could you tell me where you're from?
My dad is from Nigeria.
Nigerians in the house, say hey.
Yes.
And your mom?
She's a Korean. She's a Korean.
Well, I think I should know it. Okay. Did you grow up in Korea?
Yes, I was born here and then I was raised here. I only been to Nigeria once.
When did you travel? Like when you were little or recently?
When I was little, when I was in middle school. Middle school, second grade. The end of that year, I went.
Oh my god, look at that. She's like remembering. Like, did something happen? Like something memorable you would never forget?
To be honest, that after I went there, I told my dad, I'm never gonna follow you back home.
What?
I told my dad, if you call me, if you say we're gonna leave all together, I'm gonna stay with my grandma. That's all I said. Because I've been there for a month. I was staying there for a month, and that month to me felt like an year. I was like, chill. I was like, oh.
Why?
Yeah.
What? Did you have like an horrible experience, or was it like a cultural shock?
I think it's a cultural shock. Because I was born here, I was raised here, so I'm like so Korean minded. So everything was shocking to me. The most shocking thing was the police having a gun. I was scared. I was. In Korean people, they have that small ones. Over here. They don't really bring it out.
Yeah.
But it's like, I saw it, that big one. They holding. I'm like, Korea never holds that. And I'm like, oh, Janine. I was like, God, is this true?
How old were you? Were you when you saw that?
15. Yeah. Yeah, it was shocking too. Do you know GTA?
Yeah.
It just felt like GTA to me. I'm like,
GTA in real world.
Oh, yeah. I told my siblings, this is GTA, like real GTA.
So how many siblings do you have?
I have three.
Three. Girls, boys?
2, me and 1 girl, 2 boys.
So you're the first one?
Yes, I'm the first one.
What's your dad's hometown?
Oh, God. This is a hard thing. I don't know. But it's like Oma Loma.
Nigerians?
Oma Loma. Is that a right word?
Or let's go back again. Like where is your dad from in Nigeria? Or what language do you? Igbo.
Yes.
Look at the way she's like, oh yeah, I remember this one.
Igbo. My dad's Igbo.
Igbo. Do you have a Nigerian name?
Yes, Ozioma.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everyone say hi, Ozioma. Don't call her Gina. So from henceforth, Ozioma. Do you know what Ozioma means?
Good news.
How was your experience growing up as a mixed kid?
Like in Korea, I used to go to an international school first. And then I went to Korean school. So when I was in the international school, I didn't really feel anything about it. I just felt like everyone's the same, nothing really different, because there were many different kids all from all around the world. But the thing was, after I transferred to Korean school, that had changed my whole life. And then I enjoyed it, but at the same time, those pressure I get. Like, even though I'm with all my friends, I always felt that I was different. Because I learned Korean a little bit later than them. So it took some time. Like, I do speak Korean fluently, but it's like sometimes there are those words that I don't remember. And then even my pronunciation in Korean, it's a little bit like 외국인 느낌. Like I still have those foreign accents.
Do Koreans see you as Korean?
No. They know, like, mostly 95%. I wanted to say 99, but yeah, 95, yeah, around that much. People looks as me as a foreigner.
When you're like in a gathering of Koreans, so you have to always explain your ethnicity and everything.
Yes.
Do they know Nigeria though?
They know Nigeria because, like, there's like Olympics. Like a few years ago, they did the soccer game with Korea and Nigeria. So they always ask me, were you for Korea or were you for Nigeria? And I'd say,
Oh yeah, let me ask you that. That's a good question.
I say that I slept.
That's a good one to just avoid.
I was actually sleeping at the time. I don't have any interest in Olympics, so I would sleep, and then my brother will go for my dad's country, and my sister go with my mom. They're kind.
So they just split it among themselves. Why you sit it out? Like, I must sit this one out. I'm not doing this. Because you went to an international school, that's how you learned English
Yes. My dad wanted me to speak English first. Yeah.
So your dad speaks English to you and your mom
Yeah.
speaks Korean to you. Does your dad speak Korean?
He speaks a bit.
I don't know if you're okay to share, like, how long has your dad been in Korea? Like,
he came around 97.
wow.
96, 97.
That's a long
Yeah.
time ago.
Because I was born 2000, and my mom dated my dad for 2 years, as I remember, around that much. Yeah,
They met in Korea or in Nigeria or somewhere else?
they had their wedding in Nigeria, actually.
So your mom went to Nigeria?
Yeah.
Wow.
She wore the traditional Nigerian.
She did?
Yeah.
Do you have a photo?
At home.
Oh, cute.
Somewhere at home. So she didn't have a Korean wedding. Mom wanted it in Korea too, but we didn't have it yet.
So you've seen the Igbo traditional
Yeah.
attire and you've seen the Korean hanbok.
Yeah.
Now I need you to pick a side. Which is best?
I like the Korean style.
We are taking back the Nigerian card from us. We're taking the black card from you, okay?
That's okay. Because my mom did that, and she would always like say grumping to me that I'm gonna have another wedding in Korea. I'm like, why? I'm not going there. Like, oh, that's so.
Wait. Your mom speaks English?
She speaks a bit. She speaks English with my dad. That's how they
I'm like,
started.
how would how would the communication be in the house?
Yeah, my mom used to speak English, but now, as my dad's lived in Korea for a long time, if my mom speaks in Korean, my dad understands, and he speaks in English, and then they like understand each other.
Do you think you can live in Nigeria? I'm putting you on the spot.
But this, if you asked me when I was young, I would say no.
Okay, now?
But now, I think I could live there, and the reason is many African like worship leaders, and then I see how powerful they are. I wanted to go and see it, and then yes, actually, I want to go. Yeah, if I would go with my friends, I would want to try maybe an year or so, and then try that culture again.
She said that culture again.
What am I supposed to say here?
Ozioma, you said you're half Nigerian, but you just said that culture. Like, I'm not attached to it, but yeah, I'll give it a try.
Yeah, I would want to live there.
And learn my culture.
Yeah, learn my culture.
Yeah,
Yes.
because you're both, right?
Yes.
Which is a segue to the next question. You're both Korean and Nigerians. Which do you feel more closer to and why?
Me? I thought I felt more closer to Korean. Then recently we had a hangout with Jesus thing in Korea, and then many people from the States and Africa, they had come to serve. And then this was interesting thing was the last day when they left, I cried after they left. And I didn't know why, but in my heart, I just felt like I met my family. I didn't know that I had that in my heart.
Welcome home.
So really, I felt like I just felt my family. Because I knew there were Nigerians there too.
Every other part of you is like kind of more Korean. Do you have Nigerian friends?
I don't. Yeah, I don't.
Can you speak Igbo?
I only know Anya, Onyo, Unti.
Igbo, is she correct? If you're Igbo and you're watching this video, because I'm not Igbo, I don't know what you're saying.
That's what my dad was teaching me about, like those eyes, nose, ears, and I'm like, I don't know what you're speaking, but that's what he taught me.
Do you know like numbers
No,
or greetings?
nothing. Oh, I know that one. Mechonu.
What does that mean?
Wasn't that shut up? Because I heard that a lot when I went to Nigeria.
When you travel to Nigeria, do they see you as a foreigner?
Yeah, because my mom,
Mm.
they call her white.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
they were like, oh, and we were beside our moms, so they were like, oh. It's like, it's almost the same with Korea. If I'm in Korea, if they see me with my dad, 외국인이다, black.
You can speak Korean, obviously.
Yes, of course.
So can you say something in Korean?
안녕하세요.
Everyone knows that. Say something else.
아직 대학교 4학년이다. 한 학기 남은 진아라고 합니다.
Okay, which university?
Hoon University.
Let's talk about food.
Oh,
So have you tried Nigerian food?
mhm.
You cook Nigerian food at home?
My dad only buys it.
Hi, Dad. Which Nigerian food have you tried?
Chicken soup.
That's a Nigerian food? Chicken soup?
There's chicken soup my dad always makes. Again, that's the one he only makes. Chicken soup.
You sure that's the name?
I don't think that's the name. But he calls it chicken soup.
Okay, can you mention like any name that sounds Nigerian? What about jollof rice?
I mean, I know that rice, yeah. I know it. Like, I tried it, but I don't really have it a lot. And then my dad, if he goes to this African restaurant and he buys gari with some bitter soup. Yeah.
Now you're talking
Yeah.
Nigerian. The chicken soup, I don't know what you mean.
So he buys it, but our family, we really like it.
Your mom eats?
Yeah. So Toast teaches us you have to use your hand. And then I'm like the one getting the fork and then sticking it. And I get in trouble by my dad every time. And he's like, you're not supposed to chew, you have to swallow it. I'm
Yeah,
like,
because it's the culture. So
Oh my-
if you're trying to westernize it, it's like,
I'm like, Ande, my hands get dirty. Daddy.
yeah, that's why you wash your hand, you eat, and then when you're done, you wash your hand again. Guys, do you want to see Ozioma try Nigerian food? We could do that if you take this video to like 10,000 views and more. She's gonna use her hand. Okay, we are bringing her back to Nigeria. Okay, so you've definitely eaten Korean food every time.
But
What's your favorite Korean food?
I don't like kimchi actually.
I feel like it's the Nigerian talking because Koreans love that kimchi. Any meal, there must be kimchi.
Maybe kalbi.
Have you ever experienced any discrimination in Korea? Like
A lot.
a lot? Why? Yeah.
You know, most people's name is like 3 letters. That's like the most common name. For example, let me use my mom's name.
Okay.
Chon, Ja, and Ja, Hi, Ja. So it's like 3. Chon and He. If you do it in the western side, it's En He Chon. Okay? But my name is Ozioma Gina Umbor.
Oh, you bear your dad's surname.
Yeah.
You're like the first mixed. Because most mixed kids I meet, they bear their Korean surname
Right.
because they want to like properly fit in.
But like, because I was first in international school, so my name would go Ozioma, Gina, and the Umbors at the end. But my name, my dad wouldn't let us have a Korean name, so that name we bring it into Korean. Then it's 8 letters in Korean. And then what happens is we take a national test. It's like SAT. Other people, their name is 3 or 2. So they only have 4 blank space. I am 8, so I couldn't fix my name in there. Then they'll tell me, just write your first 4 letters. That's what they do. One is, so it's a part-time job I wanted to get in Burger King in Korea. I went to have my interview, and then they told me to write my name. Then I have to write my full name, of course. And they said, your name is too long. You are a foreigner. We won't use you. That's what they said in the first time. So I said, I'm not a foreigner because I'm actually mixed and I have 2 nationality right now. So I'm like, oh no, I'm a Korean person, but at the same time I'm a Nigerian person. I have the Korean nationality.
Yeah.
But they said, no, but your name is too long. And I was like, and then that was quite big to me. So I actually cried going home.
Oh my gosh.
Because, I mean, my name could be long. Even in Korea, there are some kids that they follow their parents, both of their names, their father and their mother, and then their name. So some, there's actually 4 letters, 5 letters. But to me, it's too long. You're not a Korean foreigner. You won't use you.
Wow. So you don't have any Korean name? No?
I don't have any. So they just call me Gina because my mom gave me that name. She said it's easy. So we decided to do it in Korean too. Gina. So there was a time when we were like saying, could you please give us a Korean name? But my dad's like, never. He said no.
Your dad is like a proud
Yeah, he's like,
evil Nigerian man.
he always said, you're gonna go back to Nigeria. So he's like, you will never get a Korean name. We're gonna take you back.
Wow. Do you have like a Nigerian passport?
Yeah, I have one, but it's expired.
You can easily renew it. So he's planning to take you guys back.
Yeah.
Hello, Gina.
It's good, but at the same time, it's like my dad is forcing us.
You think anytime soon Korea will? I know Korea is homogeneous, so I don't really like. Recently, they're beginning to open up to foreigners and like different visas, opportunities, different jobs. But do you think Korea would change?
I believe they will because, like, I am half, and then Korea, they're in Uri Bank. They have this kind of project of multicultural families, and they're like trying to make that society better. And I've been there as a student for like 3 years, and then we were doing it together. And then while I was in that community, I actually felt I'm not different anymore. Like I really felt like that. We are all the same people. And then they really tried to change how we thought about multicultural people, foreigners in Korea. So I believe one day it will be much better than now. But Korea's good. It's doing good right now too.
I feel like the young ones are a bit accepting. They're a lot because they love like black music,
Exactly.
like black like culture in general. They really love. So I feel like it's like the older people that are still trying to understand. Okay, let's talk about your hair.
Yes.
Do you know your hair type?
Yeah, because I was with this body for more than 24 years.
Okay.
I had those, was that curly hair, those African hair. But right now I did straight magic. And then the reason why I started it is my mom actually started it. Because she had hard time tying my hair. So she's like, I cannot do this anymore. And then when I was, maybe it was 4th grade or 3rd grade. Oh, 2nd grade around then. My mom took me to the hair shop and said, her hair. And then ever since then, I had to do straight hair. Yeah.
Is that why you wear the hat?
No, I like wearing hats. And then the thing is, yeah, and this is another reason too, because if time flies, you know, my African hair grows, and then it's quite messy because it's different. If it's the same, it will be okay, but here is straight, here is so curly. So I most of the time actually always tie my hair, and I like wearing hats.
Have you ever had braids on your hair before?
No, never.
Why? You should try braids.
But yeah, many people tell me.
Oh my gosh, you were so different.
So I'm like, maybe once in life, but I'm like, but that's too big for me. So I'm like,
I could do you. Yeah.
really?
Oh my gosh.
So, and actually, my sister, she did her own.
By herself, right?
Yeah.
Can you make your own hair? No?
No, I can't. So when I saw my sister, I'm like, how did you do that? She's like, it took me hours. I'm like, it was so funny because she literally did everything on her own. She never did it somewhere else. She never had to
Go to the salon to make it.
Go to the Korean salon.
And they can undo your hair, right?
Yeah, because it's Korean style, straight. But mostly I only cut or do magic. I only straighten my hair.
So how many times do you straighten your hair before it goes back to? It goes up, right?
Yeah. Every 6 months. Yeah.
Do Korean randomly just touch your hair?
Oh,
Really?
because like during that 6 months before I go for magic, here is like all curly, curly, curly.
Mhm.
They're going to touch my hair. Like, Gina, I like your hair. I'm like, are you serious?
They do that to me too, and most black people, and I find that like really, I don't know. I'm like, you need permission. You can't just touch people's hair. If you were to be born again, would you like to be born as a mixed kid?
This is a really hard question.
Yeah, I bring that first.
When I was in international school, as I said, nothing. I didn't really feel anything. But as going to Korean school, it was big because to be honest, they looked at me as a person in a zoo. First time seeing someone like me. That's how I felt. But they didn't do that on purpose. But how I felt was everyone from other classes came to see who I am. They say, there's a foreigner in that classroom. And then when they heard me speaking Korean, they're like, well, she's so good at Korean. But she's a foreigner. Like, that's
You should be an actress,
Yeah,
like
oh my
seriously. The way she's
And then that really actually hurted me that time. And then that's when I actually didn't like that I was mixed. And that was like almost the first time when I had that heart that I didn't really like my father. And then that's why I didn't really like myself too, because I was mixed. And then for quite a while I was like saying to myself, I wish I was just a normal kid. If I'm gonna live in Korea, I just wish I was a Korean kid. Please. And then it really took time for me to recover. Even right now, I'm in the stage of recovering. But many people actually say, you are so special.
You are special.
But it's like, I couldn't really receive
Please
that word.
tell us your mom she's special.
So it's like, I couldn't really receive it because
You
there were
couldn't say it.
things I went through. So I'm like, I don't know. But as a 24 years old kid right now, as a student, I know that there is a reason I'm half and half. There is a reason why God put in me in Korea and in this generation. So it's like, if I was gonna be born again, I might go through the same things, but I wish I was mixed.
I feel if you were born in like a Western country, it should be a different story.
Yes, someone actually had the same question to me. I mean, told me it would be better if you were born in a Western country. You were gonna be able to show yourself more. But Korean culture, like, kinds of put person in a square.
Let's talk about dating in Korea. As a mixed kid, how is your dating life?
I never dated a man.
Do you think being a mixed kid played a part in that, or it's just you that choose not to?
Honestly, to me, it felt like both. To be honest, if that mixed person is really handsome, there's no problem. Because my brother, he's really handsome. I don't want to admit, but he is handsome. He's tall, he's nice looking. So he has a girlfriend.
A Korean girlfriend.
Yeah, Korean girlfriend. And then there's like no problem in their dating.
So you feel like it's more fair to guys than girls?
Yeah, actually, I felt like
I feel it's the same for we foreigners, especially black foreigners as well. Like black guys,
they date white.
they date
any
like pali. Like they just land in Korea, the next thing they have a girlfriend. And if you want us to make a food video, that would be nice. Like seeing Ozioma try swallows with her hands. But that's if you can take this video to like 10K 10K views or more, then we'll make it happen. Right?
Okay.
Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. See you next time. Bye.